This creamy mushroom sauce is the best way to elevate your cooking because the sauce is very flavorful and versatile. So you can serve the mushroom sauce over steak, chicken breast, or mashed potatoes, just like I've done, and it's going to be an amazing time because everything is going to be so delicious. This is my favorite way to make mushroom sauce, and it's quite easy. All you need is mushrooms, onion, all-purpose flour, some chicken stock, milk, cooking oil, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and salt. And to accompany my mushroom sauce, I'm going to be making mashed potatoes. And over here, I have 4 large potatoes that I've cut up into cubes, and I'm going to be boiling in the next minute. So moving to my stove top, I'm going to place my pot for boiling my potatoes. Add in 2 cups of water. The recipe is for 2. Then I'm going to be adding in my cut up potatoes. Add in salt. And whenever you're boiling potatoes, make sure to place the potatoes in cold water so that the potatoes can boil evenly. Moving to another stove top, I'm going to place a small pan for making my mushroom sauce. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of cooking oil to my pan. Once my cooking oil is mildly hot, I'm going to place in my cut up mushrooms. Pick a spatula. I'm going to saute my mushrooms for 10 minutes over medium flame, and as the mushrooms are cooking, they're going to wilt down and release a little bit of water. Don't worry about that. And then they're going to soften up. My water is almost coming to a boil, so I'm going to be boiling my potatoes for around 3 to 5 minutes. And also it depends on the size that you have chopped up your potatoes. So check as the potatoes are boiling. After 10 minutes of slowly cooking my mushrooms, they are ready. So I'm going to transfer to a plate or a bowl. And then in the same pan, I'm going to be adding in a tablespoon of cooking oil. Saute your onions until soft, and this is 1 medium onion. And once my onions are soft, I'm going to be adding in my all-purpose flour. After adding in your all-purpose flour, you're going to cook the onions together with the flour for around a minute so that you can brown the flour a little bit. So I'm going to check on my potatoes, and using a fork I'm going to check if the potatoes are ready. And because the potatoes are ready, I'm going to put out the flames and drain off the water as my onions and flour are cooking. Add in half a cup of milk, and using a spatula, you're going to slowly stir in the flour until there are no lumps. Add in my chicken broth. So I'm going to add in half a cup, and then I'm going to stir in until I have a very nice thick sauce. This is to avoid lumps. So slowly I'm going to stir in everything until there's a nice silky sauce. The kitchen right now is smelling so good from frying my onions and also sauteing the mushrooms. And because I've drained the water from my potatoes, I'm going to let the potatoes sit for around a minute so that the excess moisture can escape. And then I'm going to be mashing. This is how your sauce should be looking like. So to season, I'm going to be adding in a seasoning cube. This will add in salt and also flavor to our mushroom sauce. Stir in. Add in the rest of the chicken stock. Stir in. And then I'm going to let my sauce come to a boil while I mash up my potatoes. So to my pot, I'm going to be adding in 1 tablespoon of butter, which is going to add in lots of flavor And this is unsalted butter because I added in salt. So using a silicone masher, I'm going to mash up my potatoes. Whenever you're using a non-stick pot, always use a silicone masher so that you don't spoil your non-stick. Once my sauce comes to a boil, I'm going to add back my mushrooms. Stir in the mushroom into the delicious sauce. Check the seasoning. So good. The sauce is just delish. So I'm going to add in a little bit of salt. Now in the salt. Today I'm multitasking. I'm making my delicious mushroom sauce and mashed potatoes. So I'm on my toes. As my mushroom sauce is cooking, I'm going to mash up my potatoes. Add in a 1/4 cup of milk. And when the potatoes are fully mashed, I'm ready to serve my delicious mashed potatoes together with mushroom sauce. After adding the milk, I've cooked my mushroom sauce for 1 minute so that the milk and all the flavors can infuse together, creating a very delicious mushroom sauce. And I'm ready to serve. So I'm going to put out the flames. Check the seasoning one last time. So yum. Then I'm going to serve up my mashed potatoes. Mash your potatoes to your own preference. I love mine a little bit thick, so I've added in a 1/3 cup of milk. So I'm going to serve. My mashed potatoes are buttery and very flavorful. Check on my sauce, and this is how the mushroom sauce is looking. So good. So I'm going to serve my mushroom sauce over my delicious buttery mashed potatoes. Oh yum, so delicious. This is going to be a wholesome plate full of flavor, buttery, and just delicious. So I'm going to garnish with a little bit of thyme. And there you go, guys. My mushroom sauce served over mashed potatoes, and it's going to be an amazing time. So the recipe is very easy, as you've seen, with very minimal ingredients, and the outcome is going to be mouth-watering. A quick tip for you: if you're not going to be serving your mushroom sauce immediately after cooking, cover with a cling film so that it doesn't form a skin on top. Yes. So hope you'll be trying out this recipe and it will turn out amazing.